Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and we're almost at the end of the work week.
We are. It's almost here.
Yeah. Yesterday was a fun day, though. You were out there having a good time with Mr. Alex from Amazing Race. You enjoyed that?
It was fun. Yeah. We the CBS Buzz Tour.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yesterday, the CBS Buzz Tour rolled into Albuquerque, and the bus is basically crisscrossing the country this summer to say thank you to all our loyal viewers. And yesterday's event doubled also as a food drive for Joy Junction, which made it extra special.
It did, and like you were just mentioning, CBS reality star veteran Alex Boylan, who was the winner of the second season of The Amazing Race, was there, and Matt Mauro, face of Fox Elias Gallegos, and of course Nikki and I were there as well, and we all had a really good time talking to different people.
Yeah.
There was lots of free gifts given out. There's really cool memorabilia on the bus, and it was just a lot of fun.
It was. It was a really cool event, and it was fun to hear people come out and say, they love watching our show. And of course, we talk about CBS because KRQE is our sister station, so don't be confused. You are watching Channel 2, you're watching Fox right now, but we certainly love to promote our other station as well and talk about CBS.
And it sounds like some really good shows coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Really big on Alex was on Vegas, which the pilot was actually shot right here in New Mexico, and there are some Mexicans that are going to be in it. So I can't wait till the fall season.
That's going to be a great show with Dennis Quaid, and actually I have a really fun picture. I'll try to put it on my Facebook today, so check it out, because Elias and I did some of those green screen photos for their new posters for their shows.
Oh, yeah, we had fun with that too.
That was fun, so I'll try to pop those up. In the meantime, as I mentioned, the event also doubled as a food drive for Joy Junction, so it was a really nice way, to help out with a wonderful place that provides food and clothing and shelter to as many as 200,000 people every single day. And Joy Junction gives a hand up to so many disadvantaged New Mexicans, and they're always accepting donations no matter what's going on. So it doesn't take an event to have to do something special to help the people who are in need,
Right. It's good to help all year long.
Yeah, now it was a little hot out there yesterday, I'll tell you that, but luckily we were the only area that kind of had a little bit of a tent. But with that sun beaming in,
you should jump into the AC bus with the AC.
You did that. Yeah, the AC bus. And I went in there with you. It was a nice air-conditioned moment. Thank goodness he needed that. And I also wanted to mention that we gave away Kelly Clarkson tickets. So if you're interested in seeing Kelly Clarkson, she will be tonight at the Pavilion. So you might want to head out and check her out.
That's right. Are you going to the concert?
I don't know, because one of the women who won tickets, she got a bunch of tickets, and she's like, "Do you want any of the tickets?" And I thought, oh, I kind of do, but then there's also this part of me that knows I have to be up at 5 tomorrow, and I don't know if it's worth the misery in the morning. So
it depends. You got to choose your battles.
You do.
So when you stay up late, it's got to be for something.
If it was Bon Jovi, there'd be no question.
See, there you go.
Kelly Clarkson, I'm not sure yet. Although I love her, I have to think about this one. In the meantime, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro with this morning's headlines. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Kristen, and good morning to you at home. We start off this morning with some developing news. The New Mexico Finance Authority raided overnight. We should learn more about what the agents found later today, but here's what we know about this right now. Agents from the State Securities Division were going after anything connected to the Finance Authority's 2010 audit. That's the one that turned out to be fake. This is also the one, you remember, investigators say one of the workers at the department created to attract investors. And they're also trying to find out now if millions of dollars are really missing. The Finance Authority, so you know, is in charge of lending money to cities and counties all around the state. The federal trial of family accused of helping smuggle guns to a Mexican drug cartel is over this morning. Now that the grand jury acquitted them on the major charges, however, they didn't get all off scot-free. Rick and Terry Reese and their youngest son, Ryan, were convicted of falsifying federal firearms sales forms. They could spend 3 to 5 years in prison for that. The jury acquitted the oldest son, Remington, here of all the charges. A man supposedly high on spice caused quite a scene at Cochiti Lake yesterday. Witnesses and the people there say this man was spotted swimming naked in the lake. Then sheriff's deputies tried to pull him out. They say he started to stab himself in the chest, barricaded himself inside of that car. Eventually, deputies were able to get the man out. They ended up rushing him to the hospital, where doctors say it looks like he was on spice, or what is called synthetic marijuana. If you remember, just last week, the federal agents raided spice suppliers all over the state. Many of the ingredients used in spice were outlawed recently. Well, if you're going to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich today, the line should not be nearly as long as it was yesterday. It's when people flock to the restaurant to support its owner, whose public stance against gay marriage started a nationwide debate on free speech and gay rights. That attracted a lot of protesters as well. News 13's Nancy Laughlin explains.
Long lines aren't unusual at Chick-fil-A, but not like this. Today, dozens and dozens of people lined up to get food and make a statement.
We all kind of decided we wanted to come out and support Chick-fil-A and stand up alongside with them and say, you know, we're proud of you too.
Cameron Settle and his family say they came here to support the Chick-fil-A CEO, who spoke out last month in support of what he called traditional Christian values and traditional marriage. Then former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee declared today as Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day in support of the restaurant. And you can see from Sky Ranger, people responded.
We wanted to just stand by them and say, yeah, we're here with you, and we believe that God was here for us as well.
But they weren't the only ones who flocked to the restaurant. Protesters lined the streets in support of same-sex marriage.
I'm not going to give my money to an organization who's giving it back to funds that don't support my lifestyle. And the Christian lifestyle is Christians don't judge.
Jenna Rue and her sisters say they were regular customers eating at Chick-fil-A 2 to 3 times a week, but not anymore.
Everybody should be equal. We live in America, and freedom of speech, I understand that, but we're out here because we should be one.
The sisters say, like so many of the people who came out to support the CEO, they too are Christians, but with very different views on marriage.
The only person at the end that's going to judge us is God, so I don't understand why other people have to go and judge everybody.
An issue that created a nationwide debate with a fast food chain sandwiched in the middle. Nancy Laughlin, KRQE News 13.
Chick-fil-A CEO says the restaurant broke its national sales record yesterday. Well, this morning, a couple in Farmington is offering a $3,000 reward for anyone who can return a 5-foot-tall bronze sculpture that was stolen from their yard. The sculpture depicts a woman pouring water onto her child's head. It disappeared from Kathleen Fouts' backyard sometime last week. Now she's worried it could end up in a scrapyard. That would be a shame. If you've seen it, please call Farmington Police. And here's a story that is definitely going to put a smile on your face this morning. Assistance Dogs of the West now has a 24/7 puppy cam on its website. The pups are going to be trained to be service dogs for people with physical and emotional disabilities. If you'd like to donate to the group or just watch the puppy cam live, we've posted a link on our website. Go to krqe.com, click on news links. Those are your headlines for this morning. More news every morning at 4:30 on KRQE News 13. And if you get a chance right now, ladies, go check on that puppy cam. They are sleeping. A couple of them are starting to wake up. It is absolutely adorable. Be addicted all day long.
Oh, I just had them up just a little while ago.
Did you?
There's a couple like trying to wake up their little sleepy eyes. So precious.
So cute, those little puppies. I love that. And tomorrow, of course, we'll have our pet of the week, so we'll get to see another puppy who's in need of a home. We love to give them some extra love.
Of course.
Love that. And I found myself this year loving the Olympics more than I have in past seasons. I mean, I've always been a fan of Olympics, but I've been slightly addicted this time around. I think it's because there's just been an amazing pride in America.
It's not the good-looking guys.
Well, that doesn't hurt. The swim trunks on the team doesn't bother me too much. All the divers. We actually have an Olympic update this morning. Kristen just informed me that the U.S. now has a total of 30 medals. We just tied China. So excited to hear that. A lot of these medals are actually being won by the swimmers, girls and guys.
And that's where Nathan Adrian took the title of the world's fastest man on water. And the women's team struck gold too, winning a really big relay.
Oh, that's great.
And that gave teenager Missy Franklin her second gold medal of the games. She's only a teenager, so cool.
And Schmidt did really well as well. I mean, these girls, I'm telling you, they are power swimmers. They're breaking records like crazy. So not only are they winning the gold, but they're breaking world records. And so it's really exciting. And today, of course, all eyes are going to be on Michael Phelps again and Ryan Lochte, as the two will compete against each other yet again. They'll both be swimming in the 200-meter individual medley. And as you know, just the other night, Michael Phelps broke his own record and the record of the all-around best Olympic athlete ever. So he has
more medals than anybody.
Yeah, he's at 19 right now. So he has the potential to get to 22 before all is said and done.
But again, I still say another good reason for the girls or the ladies to watch the Olympics is because of the good-looking swim team.
Oh,
and I don't know if you've seen this photo. I've seen it on Facebook, and it's been kind of passed around. Here's a look at some of the guys there. You have, let's see.
They're not eating too many burgers lately.
No, they're not. You got Lochte on there. You've got Jones, Hansen, Nathan Adrian. I think that's all four of them.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are in some good shape.
They
I'll
are
say
in
that
really
much.
good shape. And I had, and so I had to show you this too real quick. So Mark Ronchetti decided to have a little fun last night.
I love his Photoshop.
There he is with Dick Niffing, Dean, and Van. In your dreams, guys.
Hey, listen, I have a feeling Van is in pretty good shape, though. I mean, they all are in good shape, you know, but I don't know about that good.
No, I prefer that picture.
I'm gonna second that, Kirsten.
Okay.
I'll agree with you on that one for sure. No, this has been great, and actually, I was really happy to see what happened last night with the men's gymnastics, because we got a bronze, and you know, he's Cuban-born Miami guy, you know, and he and his father. Why am I blanking on the name? I'm blank. Somebody help me. It starts with a D. You know, the bronze winner last night in gymnastics, men's gymnastics. His father's his coach, and the two of them are so close, and they have such an amazing relationship. And this was just a huge dream come true for both of them. So happy to see that. Yeah, especially after the defeat of the men's gymnastics team the other night. You know, obviously the women's gymnastics team did incredibly well, but the guys not so well. So this was a way to kind of redeem himself a little bit last night. And there's actually some unusual categories that are qualifying as Olympic sports. Here's another one, pole dancing. Now you may remember Kristen and I talked about this months and months ago as a possibility. Believe it or not, the International Pole Sports Federation does want to be recognized by the Olympic Committee by 2016.
That's right, and this year the International Pole Sports Federation hosted a World Championship in London just days before the Olympics, hoping it will get on the Olympic Committee's radar. And they've even drawn up an official rule book for pole dancing.
Interesting, right?
Get it going, yeah.
Supporters say it takes fitness, strength, athleticism, and grace. Let me tell you, it's a tough sport. I've done it. There I am.
There you are.
It is not easy, okay? Now, I was just learning, but you have to learn how to do this in those very, very high heels. You got to drag your feet without tripping or slipping or twisting your ankle. I mean, hello, there you go. And then you flip around, and look at this. I didn't do this part. They were showing me that part. But it does take tremendous athleticism, just like they said.
Yeah, I mean, that's a skill.
It's not easy, and you have to try to be graceful and sexy while you're doing these amazingly difficult things.
Would sexy be a category to be judged on?
Not in the Olympics, I don't think. I mean,
well, it just seems like the whole point of it is to be sexy, but then it wouldn't even be part of the judging. Oh, and by the way, producers just informed me it's Daniel Leva, that's how you say his name. Okay.
That's the bronze medal gymnastics
congrats
guy.
to him.
Yeah, congrats to him. So yeah, pole dancing, gymnastics, it all goes together at the end of the day. You have to be strong, you have to be fit, and you have to be determined.
I don't see that ever happening for some reason, but we'll see what happens.
You never know. It's all, you know, they say that, you know, Olympic athletes have a different kind of a mindset than pretty much anybody else. And so, you know, and they say that about some of those pole dancers, you know, they're driven to do what they got to do to survive. So it's like,
okay, you might have a point.
I'm defending the pole dancers. I don't know. Trust me, I've never done it for real. That was just
I'm not saying anything against the pole dancers. I'm just saying it'll be quite interesting if that happens.
You know what though? Seriously, I was after that class, I really am considering taking that up as a workout activity because I was sore.
I've heard of a lot of people losing a lot of weight, and it's a fun way to lose weight. You know what? Anything that makes you more healthy, then you know what? I'm all for it.
And a confidence builder too. I think that's always a helpful thing too.
And I think she said like her husband was happy with the lessons too.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. The heat is on. And speaking of heat, a lot of heat outside. My God, it's been hot. Is it going to change?
Yes, it is. No, it's not going to change. It's going to be hot again. So we're going to be watching for those temperatures to climb really quickly as we go into the afternoon. Here's a look at the weather forecast.